So I'm getting weight loss surgery again. Hi, welcome. I never thought I'd be making this video, but here we are. I feel like let's just rip the band-aid off, get right into it. If you didn't see my latest video, I basically talked about how they had found that I had like a hernia and different things, looking at revision, but that overall I needed to go and meet with the bariatric surgeon to figure out next steps and stuff. So today I actually just got home from it, and I'm like, let's just go ahead and start documenting this because you guys said you'd like to see this journey. First of all, love him. He was incredible. When I tell you that they had to knock on his door to basically say that there was somebody else waiting, I felt so bad, and that he needed to basically like close up on our appointment. Like, he took so much time to just talk about things, and I wish he was my original surgeon. So knowledgeable. Really, overall, my feelings, I've got a lot right now, but the biggest I would say is I feel very confident this time. If you don't know a little bit of background, I had weight loss surgery back in 2015, documented it on my old channel. That's how I got actually very popular on YouTube and different things. Did very good. But then I got pregnant. I got pregnant with my first son, was okay. And then I got pregnant with my second son, and then we had a pandemic, and here I am with some regain. I've got, reflux and, like I said, a partial hiatal hernia. He said that my hernia actually wasn't that bad, but he also said that he thinks my acid reflux is more related to some of the weight gain, but also previous surgery. So you guys, I've had my original weight loss surgery. I had skin removal from all the weight loss that I had originally. And then I had an emergency C-section. He said, basically at this particular point, my journey, my story, as you guys follow this, and where we're at, I guess, as of today, is because of all my surgeries, the scar tissue that's going to be in it, the way that my surgeries were and things pushed together, it is more dangerous for me to have surgery right now for him to do this revision versus we were talking about, you know, just kind of like losing a little bit of weight beforehand, trying to just basically overall, we want to make sure that this is the last stomach surgery I'm going to have, heaven forbid. And at first I was like, dang it, he's going to have me like prove a certain amount on a scale and all this kind of stuff. And I was getting ready to be defeated, like trigger, right? Like past things, but that's not the case. Like, I am getting a revision. It's just that it is going to be a process because we want to try to, obviously, which I'm glad about, instead of just throwing me under a knife, we want to make sure that we're optimizing and making things as safe and healthy as possible for me, because I am a different sort of case. He said how it would be very difficult even for him to see getting in there, the way that he would be doing stuff because of the amount of scar tissue from previous surgeries and stuff. And so what would help him is me, obviously, like if I'm just improving and doing certain pre-op stuff anyways, of kind of just like losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. If we need to have different interventions, we will, of just trying to come down just a little bit beforehand, because obviously the more optimal he can see and do different things, then the better, which obviously I'm trying to be around for my 2 babies. I want to be safe. I also was shocked because, okay, so the one that, and now I'm already forgetting what it is, but it would not be a traditional R&Y. We're looking at, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting what it's called. It's not the Saudi, it's not the R&Y, it's this other one, and it's not the mini gastric bypass, but I'd be switching from sleeve to basically this other way that he was talking about it. But the amount of weight that he was saying that even for that he would still like, and it would cause me to lose, I was like, wow, that's incredible. Obviously, I would love weight loss, and that is the goal. I want weight loss, but I also want these other health things to resolve. It was a long appointment, so I'm trying to condense literally a 2-hour appointment that we had into maybe about 10 minutes, just as this start and intro to this journey. I am going to be doing a lot of stuff that I didn't do the first go round, and I was asking him if that was normal, but it's also just incredible, and I think I really want to document this time because my headspace about a lot of things is different than when I originally got weight loss surgery. Like, let's be honest, as somebody who grew up overweight her whole life, to think that here was this surgery that was like going to guarantee me weight loss, and I felt like I was kind of just like, yes, just make me skinny. And although I went through the classes, I did the things, and like he still was saying, my weight loss is still significant from where my starting point was, still really good, even to this day, even with post-pregnancies. It's just, I do feel like I'm in a different headspace these days, because I was telling him when he was talking about, oh, this and tracking and losing, is I just don't want to develop or get into those unhealthy habits I had for years of growing up, where you're so fixated on a scale and then you're so defeated and then you're beating yourself up about it. Like, I just don't want to trigger back to, I feel like I've made so much progress in my weight loss, body, self-love journey. But I'm not naive. I think it's sometimes a little bit naive, those that act like you can just be 400 pounds for your whole life and you're never going to have any sort of like weight issue. Like, if you want to do that, that's fine. But I felt like body positivity changed from when I had started. That's why I got out of that realm, because for me, I just wanted to really, truly like love and accept and stop the obsession about my body and weight and every little morsel of food I was putting in my mouth. But it wasn't to promote, though, at the same time, that it's great to be 400 pounds, because like, if that's what you want to do and if that's what you're doing, like, okay, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not explaining any of this right, because my mind is just reeling, but regardless, I don't want to backtrack, and I don't want to become somebody fixated on a number on the scale and overly fixated on everything going into my mouth. Now, obviously, with bariatric surgery, you do need to be looking at your grams and hitting your goals, but it's like, I want to be looking at it as, oh, am I hitting my protein goals? Am I doing this? I don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, I had this baked piece of chicken and it had like a drop of ranch, and that ranch was so terrible because ranch is fat. Like, I just don't want to become, we all know it, the people who they just go extreme. And I just don't want to do that. I don't want to be sickly in my stuff. I just want to be healthy again. Honestly, I felt incredible after I had my first son, even with bounce back and certain things. Like, I just felt so good. And this go around with the second one, it's not. I was glad to know I'm not crazy. Like he was saying, the pregnancies each time, especially after weight loss surgery, they like literally change your hormone and your dynamic of your weight. Because that's what I was telling him. The most frustrating is, it's like, it was pregnancy, like legit. Like, it wasn't just like I just changed and all of a sudden just started eating 50 million cheeseburgers and stuff. It was, I got pregnant twice. And then it's just like the weight just never, like literally never went away. Not to say that I also can't have been doing things in the last 2 years. Like, my last 2 years, I feel like some of just the extra, sorry guys, of the weight gain has definitely come from not being as active and stuff. But it's also hard because you guys know, like I've talked about, I've been in so much pain and so much discomfort. But after he did that and he said that, I want to show that I'm not somebody who is just give me the surgery. I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to. Because like he was saying, he's met people who have done 4 and 5 weight loss surgeries. And like he was saying too, like part of this is him also getting to know me. And I didn't talk about the fact that like I was a pioneer on this platform talking about weight loss surgery and sharing my journey from the beginning. all the way through, even with having, like I said, my first son and stuff, and that it's like, no, I very much so, I feel like I could write a nutrition book. Like, I promise you, like, as he's talking about certain things, I'm like, I get it. Like, when you have been fat your whole life, the way we obsess about food and different things, like, I know exactly of certain things and foods and stuff. And I was just glad to know that he didn't look at me in a way or assume for me to be a particular way based on the number on the scale. But I also know that he has to get to know me, and I want to show that by the time I see him in a follow-up in a month, that I absolutely am somebody who wants truly a better, healthier lifestyle, but I do need the tool to help me. Yeah. So it's crazy. Something I did not know at all is that it is okay for me to drop to 1,000 calories a day and that be fine this many years out from surgery. I just always had tried to keep it 1,200 or above because I just was like, am I starving myself? We talked about all of that. But so basically, starting today, I'm dropping my calories to 1,000 calories a day, focusing different macros for like proteins and stuff, fibers, my water intake, and I'm going to just slowly increase my activity. I'm not about to be able to just jump up, I know, and weightlift and everything again, but I figure I'll take you guys along this because I want to see, even for me naturally, it's like, how much does my body release or let go or any weight loss with doing that in a month. So I'm going to have way more videos out because we all know I like to do this because it keeps me accountable for my actions. But at the end of the day, he did say how, like, I am having the revision. So surgery as of right now is 3 months out that they're booking. 3 months out for me, just for different purposes, may not work. So I was like, is it okay if it pushes out a little bit longer? And he was just like, like, absolutely. So it's not something where it's like, this is going to be super, super long, or I have to be meeting certain things because mine is a revision. But nevertheless, it's like I'm starting all over again. I need to get my little one down for a nap. I know this video is kind of like, I don't think I'm even going to like really cut out and edit. I just want this to be real and raw because I have so many emotions and different things going on. And I will collect my thoughts, I think, a little bit better later, but I just wanted to get out that update because I do know a lot of you, after seeing the last video, were kind of like, we hope things go, or what's going to happen. So here we are, the start again. I am having weight loss surgery again.